everyone, so I'm here today to do 10 facts about these girls here, and I decided to go ahead and do 10 facts about them collectively rather than trying to do it individually, because unfortunately I'm still trying to get to know these characters and I don't know much about them individually. But as of late, the reason why I wanted to do 10 facts about them is as of late I've been really just into them. They've been just very inspiring. Like between them and Noelle, I have just been so super inspired that like I can't even stand it, which is really good because I like being inspired in this hobby rather than when it's the complete opposite and it's awful. So so I don't begrudge them giving me too much inspiration, but yeah, and it's so weird that they're inspiring me so much because I never thought I would get into their size like this, like minis like this intently, but I just love them and I love styling them and everything. The only thing I don't love is there's actually a scratch on her face up. It's tiny and it's been there for a while apparently. I thought it happened today during today's photo shoot, but oh no, it's been there for a second, but you can barely see it, so I'm just going to let it go. But I'm really, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm super pissed about it. Especially since I really like all of their face-ups a lot. I don't want to have to redo any of them, especially anytime soon. Anyway though, let me get to the 10 facts about them. And we'll start off with what I believe is the most obvious one because I believe I've mentioned it before, but at the same time I don't know who all knows. So the first fact is that they are vampires. So that's why they have pupilless eyes, and that's why I was so happy to find my Unoa Lusis here in Fairy-skin, simply because I wanted her to be pale. I would have dealt with a normal skin one. It would have been fine. But I'm glad to have the Fairy-skin one, especially since Fairy-skin is so pretty. So yeah, they're all vampires. And let's see. Number 2 is that they were all teens when they were made. So this girl was the youngest. She was 14. These two were 15. And Bella, who is not here yet in her reshelled form, I'm still trying to decide who she will be. She is the oldest of these girls. She's 16. Number 3 is that a man named Bastion is their sire. And the thing about Bastion is he actually made these girls plus Bella for a reason, and I have no idea what the reason is. I just know that he had a purpose. They were for that purpose, but then number 4 happened, and number 4 is these girls plus Bella they were cast out. He actually cast them aside, cast them out of his, I believe he has a manor. He's one of those guys. He cast them out, and not only were they cast out for whatever happened, but they are also ostracized by the vampire community at large now. So they are kind of, yeah, I have no idea what they did, but they definitely did something bad enough that Bastion no longer wanted them around, and the vampire community as a whole are just like, we don't associate with those girls. So yeah, don't know what happened. Wish I knew. Hopefully I'll know soon, and once I do, I will of course make a video about that. Number 5 is that my girl Bedlam here, my Unoa Lusis, she was made first. And the thing about her is that the other girls are very protective of her because of how she was made. When excuse me, my vampires, they actually have to give their permission, so to speak, to be turned into a vampire. But when Bastion described what a vampire was and everything to her, she was like, I don't really want that, and she denied it. So Bastion got the brilliant idea to systematically destroy her life until he felt she would have no choice be to want to be turned. It didn't work out how he expected. She kept losing people in her life. She didn't understand what was going on. Eventually, she ends up kidnapped and kept in a dark place and just basically kind of tortured, like mentally, for into being turned. And eventually, she does say yes, but it left her really messed up, and she's has her issues, and the other girls really do their best to take care of her because yeah, that's just not what you do. That's not how you turn a vampire, man. So, yeah, that was fact number 5 because I wanted to do an individual fact about all of them. Number 6 is about Bellevue, my tan M-line Chloe, and she is heavily into, because this is actually a important aspect of her boyfriend character that I'm working on now. She's very much into romance, and I mean old school Victorian romance, like that you only read about in books that may or most likely does not actually exist. She's very much into it. In fact, her boyfriend character that I'm working on, who has no name right now, he is actually an actual reincarnation of the boy she was dating before she was turned. And when she finds out, because there are ways of finding out, and you'll see in the next in the next one how she finds out. In the excuse me, in the next fact, I mean, how she finds out. But when she finds out, she believes that he came back just for her and they were destined to get back together and all this blah blah blah. And she kind of goes nuts with it. And the 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 boy she's trying to pursue is like an actual teenager. He's not like a vampire who's been around for hundreds of years in teenage form. So it's just awkward time difference. She never really adapted to modern day. So it's just going to be odd, and I can't wait to map out their story because I have a feeling it'll be a little fun and a little different because they are not on the same page, so to speak. Now, how she finds out is because of number 7. Number 7 is about Belladonna. Belladonna, before she was turned, was a mage, actually. And she actually has retained her mage powers in vampire form. The reason why she was able to do that and why he turned her so young, because she was 14, is because she was so young she hadn't really used her mage powers a lot yet, and so they had more of a chance of sticking around despite the vampire magic kind of taking everything away when it takes over rather than adapts to what's already there. So yeah, she has some mage powers left. How much, I'm not sure, but she is actually able to do some kind of clairvoyant things, and one of them was to realize that he was the boy she used to be with, and that she missed, and that Bastion actually killed. So yeah, Bastion's not the best, guys. Number 8, I just put down it's about the relationship and how protective they are of each other. They are beyond best friends. I'm not even sure how to describe. They are dependent on each other, protective of each other. They would die for each other. It's just, it's hard really to explain. It's almost like they're in love with each other type of deal, but it's something far different than that. They're all, these three plus Bella, that they are all they each other has in the world. And it's made their relationship very, very strong, especially because of fact number 9. Fact number 9 is that these girls, plus Bella, as I keep saying, sorry, they're actually on a kill list, which is awful. It's pretty much not like they have a hit out on them, not per se. But they do have to make sure not to step a toe out of line. They have to be very careful because yes, if they mess up in any way, there are people instructed to kill them, all four of them. So they have to watch out for each other because, you know, you never know. Bellevue or something could just go off the handle and do something. Because of that one thing she did, they wouldn't just kill her, they would kill all four of them. So yeah, they're on the kill list for whatever they did to be kicked out of Bastion's place. Now, can't wait to find out what that is. But yeah, they are on a kill list. And then the last fact here, fact number 10, is that they actually help in the war. There's a war at the end of my story. I won't say why or what causes it to happen, but there is one. And they actually help in the war, actually mostly in hopes that helping will get them off the kill list, that it will get them better standing in the vampire community, and also get them their freedom back, because right now since they're on the kill list, they don't have much freedom. They are very controlled. They have to watch what they do. They have to watch where they live and everything. They're pretty much tiptoeing around. So they help in the war in hopes of that getting them to a better place. I don't know right now if it works or not. It just depends what happens during the war, which I haven't mapped out quite yet. So yeah, that is them for now. They're not the happiest of campers, but they do have happy moments in their lives. And today I did a photo shoot kind of illustrating like a lazy kind of Sunday for them. And you know, they do have moments where their lives are normal, but it's just not all the time, and they do have to be careful. So yeah, so that's it for now. I'm sorry if this was rambling and kind of silly. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I would be, but yeah, that is it for now. Thank you so much if you watched, and yeah, bye for now. Bye.